Agency meeting to order, June 17th, 2026, 11 o'clock. All Commissioner Steve Kerrigan, Mayor Rex Gazette, Commissioner Hoffman, a member of Eddie Fields, and Director Roman Quinn are present. Approval of the minutes. We have a motion for the minutes for June 2nd meeting.
So moved.
Motion by Mayor Gazette, a second. Second by Commissioner Kerrigan. All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. Minutes passed 5-0. As you know, we had a special.
I got it. Oh, yeah, okay.
As you know, we had a special meeting at Washington Improvement Group building with Director Roman and what's those guys? The guys that came Roman to
Scott Chastain
and myself, Roman, Mr. Ed Field, Commissioner Kerrigan and Mayor Gazette were present. I think it went well. We had a discussion. We had some that to come in and look and see what we had planned for MLK, and hopefully the sketches and everything go well, and we move forward from there. I think the community involvement was important. The workshops until we continue with the project on MLK, and if anybody else has anything they want to add to it, if not, we'll move on. Okay, Roman, you want to go ahead and start with the new business?
Yeah, I got you. The housing generation program is going pretty well. We're moving forward, getting some of those funds spent. I got a chance to talk with Sandra Fettner and Chris Crawford today, and the grant cycle is up, and we have until the end of November to spend our funds. We still have a good amount of funds left, but we also have knocked out about 3 or 4 projects since I've been hired. The next project that we're looking into is Miss Edith Best. If you can take a look at some of these photos, you'll see some of the problems that she's having in her bathroom. Coming apart. Looks like some potentially some of the wood can have some mildew in it, some type of mold due to the moisture getting inside and the wood being exposed. With her being 85, she'll be 86 in a month or so. She wants a walk-in shower. Her tub sits pretty high, which presents a trip hazard for her. So I think that is, deal for her. That is what this grant is prepared for senior citizens like herself. Also, her toilet sits pretty low. It's not ADA approved, so we're looking forward to adding her ADA approved toilet. Her vanity has a hole in it, so she's not using that to wash your hands or anything like that. So we're looking into replacing that inside her bathroom. It's a pretty small bathroom, but talking to the contractor that I'm looking into getting done, they're gonna replace the floor, get it nice and steady and stable for. They're gonna open the bathroom up for she can have more space to move around in, and that's gonna be. And with that, I already received a proposal. I received 2 proposals. And then anywhere from 10 to 12,000. Moving on to Miss Gloria Gantt. I took a walk inside of her house. This actually was presented to me by Kathy Gilbert. once I took the job, and she gave me a proposal that they did for a roof, which is the water is starting to leak inside of her house. And it's layers of roof stacked on top of each other, so it's gonna be a lot of work done. A lot of work that needs to be done there, and the proposal that she gave me was upwards of 20,000. So I ended up getting another bid from a company out of East Point, and they was able to get under that 20,000. And I got that I received that on Friday. So just wanna make sure we're good with going forward, moving forward towards fixing her roof.
Which Gloria Gant is this? I know.
Oh, really? Yes.
Oh, I remember that, yeah.
Several years ago. But, Roman, that quote that you got from the last roofing company, is that under 20,000?
Yes, it's under 20,000.
Okay.
But that one's not in this pack right now.
Yeah, so it's not in this pack because I got that proposal late Friday night.
Someone living in the house now.
Yeah, she's living in the house.
Okay.
Yes. But her condition is, I've seen her in better condition. And, walking her home kind of, hurt my heart a little bit because I haven't seen her in a while since, she's been a school teacher at school. I think that's definitely something we should, take care of. So, moving on to Ms. Marcel Nixon, it was a project that we did with Citizens Bill County Recovery. We was replacing windows. We were charged for replacing the windows, which was around 10,000 for every window, and I think some roofing repairs that she had that need to be fixed as well. The project has not been completed yet. Spoke with Kathy, she's windows to get in. But other than that, that's pretty much all I have for the housing generation bill.
Roman, under those two, so Edith Best has been, completed, I assume.
No, we haven't started on either best yet.
Okay.
We're getting ready to start on it.
And Von Steel Nixon is still, and Gloria Gant, you're waiting on. Is that from us or from what?
So initially I put action requested because it was gonna exceed that 20,000.
Our limits?
Yes, it was gonna exceed our limits, but since, I got that proposal Friday night to see that it was under our limits, then
Got
we can
okay,
disregard that.
okay.
Let me ask you something about Ms. Von Seer, Roman. Are we collaborating with Kathy on this?
So yes, this was a collaboration before I took the job. So I think they already had their work done. We just waiting. She was just waiting for the windows and our approval for the roof repairs. So once I get ready to go ahead, we're gonna move forward with completing that project. So moving on to the commercial redevelopment program, if no one has anything. Me and Eric talked about this a little bit. A facade grant for any existing businesses that may want to come into the area, as any existing signage, to help get more traffic to that area. And this is something that we spoke of at the FRA meeting, the training that we went to, which was in like around June 14th. The meeting was very helpful, but just introducing something like that, which is received a template that Jim Anderson gave me, which is it'll be a commercial facade grant FY 2017. This is pretty much like layout, and I kind of want to do something similar to what was presented on here, the same type layout, and maybe potentially present this to Mike Deli to be able to attract some more people, or just let them know that where he's located and maybe point towards, his deli over there. Obviously, I don't know what type of sign we can, there was some ordinances passed with the flag signs not being able to be on 98, is that correct?
Right, you have, only sign you can put is on your own property.
Okay, but I think we can do those, triangle, sidewalk stands, they can put them up in the morning when they open, but they have to go get them and bring them back in before.
Right,
after-
sandwich sign.
Yeah, that's the triangle. I talked to Miss, the owner of Mama, she said about it, because she didn't put signs up, and code enforcement has been trying to do its job and taking the signs and been going back and forth with that. So I think that'd be an excellent idea for our businesses to put something out there to draw them toward, MLK.
Yeah, you can see it, all up and down 98, because, Crazy Fish has them and Renall has it. They all were taken up at closing, and that's, and on that facade grant, did we pass something that said we'd spend up to 5,000? We had a
Yes.
budget item,
It was up to
and
5,000.
up to 5, till that budget line item was gone. Isn't that right? So we, in our budget, we'd put, let's say, $50,000 in it, and that would allow 10 facade grants.
Or they didn't,
Yeah.
because it has to be a 50-50 match. In other words, the grant, that's the way the old downtown redevelopment was.
I don't remember.
So, I used it, so, in other words, if you were gonna do a new sign and graphics in your windows and stuff, and it adheres to all sign ordinances and everything else, and if it was a $8,000 total, the city is responsible for the other.
Right, up to 5. We would
Up to 5 is actually paid.
Right, okay. Yeah, it was a.
So what I'm saying is there may be somebody that has something done and the total cost is $2,000, which means that we would only be paying out $1,000.
Yeah.
So which would give you more than 10.
Yeah, you got.
10 businesses, yeah.
I follow you.
So it just
Did
depends.
we put the business thing, this business owner, that's the way I do it. I say, yeah, I want to take advantage of this
can.
program. We're gonna just carry it from Reed Avenue to MLK.
Yeah.
We already got the spending limits and the guidelines. And then if I was the guy with the new sandwich shop, I would want the name of their, you're getting a banner or you're getting an awning and a sign.
Yeah.
For the same money.
So something already was.
Yeah, we already have an existing program that went away when we sold out to the county. They called our CRA on Reed.
Okay.
But yeah, there was a very effective program already there. It talked about if you did some work yourself, you had to show that here's the building materials that I invested or whatever.
You're right. Exactly how it works.
I think that's a good idea.
Great program. As a matter of fact, I want to say Nathan's third, when he was building Cozy Cafe, I want to say we did something on the front of that building, but don't hold me to it. But, because it was only one of them kind of okay.
Yeah, so at the end of the day, I think we just need to figure out, we need to look at what budget's looking like for next year,
Yeah.
and figure out how much we can set aside for that program. Because the more you put in, you have here's a lump sum, and then if you threw everything into facade, then there's nothing left for generational programs and things like that. So I think we just need to kind of look at it and figure out percentages and.
Mama Doc, she could dress up from her building.
And if we're gonna allow then to be used directional, like sandwich boards, they're gonna be much more attainable. I mean, they can, for a sidewalk stand and two things on each side, you're a couple $100.
Right.
You know.
So moving on to the development incentive program, which is in our budget. I just kind of want to touch base with the board to see, has any of this actually been implemented? As far as like, have we, because I couldn't find, stated that we did anything with the development interest program.
I think if you, Kathy, it was something, we did with Kathy, while, Darryl was here, where we, gave developers a certain amount, maybe you call her and she'll probably know a little bit more.
I think we discussed it. The way it would work is if a developer came in and built a house or refurbished a home under your program, this one, then at the end of the completion, and once they get a letter of occupancy, that contractor is awarded $25,000.
Yeah.
In addition to anything that they charged. And I think we discussed it and we approved it. We just never have used it. For whatever reason.
Yeah, I think we used it once.
We did?
Yeah, with one of the houses that they approved through the program that she has. I think the one that's FG, the one the carrying there. I think that was one of the first ones that we gave her an incentive for.
We didn't go back, look minutes about it, and Daryl's here maybe and refresh our.
I'll find out and let you know, because that's a good program.
Yeah, obviously, I do think it's a very creative program. I think we should definitely utilize that if we could, because from the reading, it goes up to 120% AMI, meaning if we had a school teacher that, just recently moved here, we had a developer that willing to buy a house and a home that can't exceed that 120% AMI. I think that would be very, very smart for us to,
Yeah, I mean, they got property cleared on Avenue A that they're getting ready to build a workforce type housing. That may spur them on a little bit to get the thing moving faster. If they knew we had something like this that could help.
Exactly.
At the end, like invoices or whatever.
Yeah.
For a check.
For sure. I'll definitely check with Kathy as well, see if that was implemented. Because on the budget line it says 50,000 towards that. So between 25 has already been used, and we have 25 to work with. Another item I want to bring up that's in the budget is the interest rate incentive program. I was able to speak with, I think, Capital City Bank, who went to Capital City Bank and had something in writing to present to him, but that never really fell through. So my goal is to present something else to Capital City Bank that that they can be willing to work with us on and finding ways to be more attractive to the interest rate to get the purchase more homes.
I think that's a great idea, and if you need help getting in contact with,
for sure.
get with me and I can give you a list, locally all the way up to Will Smith up in Tallahassee.
Perfect.
But I would I think it would be smart, like, I know you've got Tyndall Federal on there too. I would look at Centennial Bank as well.
I think that's who Daryl was dealing with, was Centennial.
Okay.
And the story I got was Centennial was going to make a contribution, and then they became to pull 10% of that.
Oh, okay.
And that's where the confusion over the very tiny, words in his contract that he failed to mention. It was 10% for any money that he brought in. And the bank's like, we're not gonna do
I'm
that.
not giving you.
Yeah, so that was the reason that fell through.
For sure. So I definitely reached out to Centennial. I had a chance to talk to Amber Lowry about getting out to her and see what we can do to potentially partner with each other. I have Tindall Bank in here, Tindall Credit Union, because I had a meeting with them, and they want to be as much involved as they can when it comes to Northport St. Joe. Where it comes like financial literacy workshops or anything need be, and I think that would be beneficial for the community as well. Moving on to MLK corridor update. I received an email from Scott Chastain with an additional last portion of the drawings. They look really good. Now it's just about getting the plans from Dewberry and see, when their start date is going to be and how that's going to be best utilized. The FRA Association update. I spoke with Sandra again. The funds to hit that count for. Yeah, she said August, sometime in August, to get those to the conference fully reimbursed. I just need to speak with Tiffany Giddens about how we're going to reimburse those who plan on attending. But when it comes to the financial accounts, the financial report administrative items, we went about getting a debit card to for the PSJ agency because we were using checks and we didn't have a credit debit card to easily access or pay for instance, the FRA membership that we approved for. We had to send a mailman check. So the TIF fund discussion with me to the FRA training that we did about the TIF funds being separate from all additional revenue. Right now, it seems like we have all our money in one account. So I want to be able to me and Tiffany go into the bank and maybe figure out how we can separate those, a separate item from the additional revenue that we have.
Yeah, we went to this, the conference in Panama City. We found out that it's important that we don't mix the TIF funds with our other funds. We keep it separate. We haven't been doing that. We've been incorporating all of it together. So I think it'd be a good idea for Tiffany and Roman to get together and separate.
What other funds we have?
That's what it was.
I say, for instance, we got the money from
Open fund?
DuPont,
Yeah, we did get
things
it.
like that.
I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had
And other types of agreements and whatnot. That needs to be in one section. TIF funds needs to be in its own separate by itself.
Right. And it also makes it easier because just knowing where to pull from will give her a better idea as well. But other than that, that's all I have.
Did we take care of where it said you were requesting action?
Yeah.
We
need to because he got to.
Oh, that's right, I'm sorry.
He got it below the threshold.
I dozed off, but.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
Whenever you get board member comments and it's my turn, I got just two quick items.
Okay. That you finished, no, you done?
I'm done.
All right, let's go with Eddie Fields. You got anything?
Things sounds good.
Yeah.
We're moving forward and make it out.
As, I don't know how the rest of this board feels, but it's nice to see an actual agenda of business that's not being talked about, but being done. So that's very refreshing. So thank you for bringing updates on houses that we're actually looking at repairing, and adjusting the money to take care of these people. Because I think these three are fine examples of people that will benefit from this one program.
Roman, if you wouldn't mind, when we have our meetings, it would help me a lot, to have our budget attached and our financial statement.
Budget in the back this month.
I get to the
It's in the back.
I guess I didn't get that far. I thought,
You dozed off too?
no, I call myself looking at it, but anyway, when we talk about money, it's nice to have that in front of me, but there it is. But, financial statement, that, keeps us up to date on what's going on, how much money we got left in this item and that item and so forth. It just helps me, and, I think it'll help all of us to. It's easy to keep track of how much money we spent, how much we got left to spend, and if we have to make adjustments and so on and so forth. So thank you, everything's looking great. That's all I got.
Mr. Terry?
Yeah, the only other thing that Roman would be was, I would, try to pull what it was that he had already put together with whatever bank it was, so, you're not having to go back. You can get at least diverted percentage wise or anything else. We're here to help.
Sure. No, it was just difficult just because, the organization, I don't think there was many things that was, well, I know that my father was given to me that, on any information about working with Centennial or, maybe Calvert City Bank or anything, so we should.
Well, any help that we can, yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, because we have paid on Centennial Bank. They've been great. They've always been, one of the first ones to volunteer to help and stuff.
Okay, did not, I'm saying that I just want to say, appreciate you, Roman, for the job that you're doing. You're doing a good job. You got members on the board that's going to help. We'll work with you, be there for you. I'm sure you can call if you need anything within the community. You can't find people. You got Marvin if he's in town, but I appreciate what you're doing. Keep your head up, keep moving forward. I think you got some good ideas.
Appreciate y'all.
That's all I have. Meeting adjourned.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Good job.
Good meeting. That's what happens when you're organized.
Yeah.
So, on your.
Or in